Hello everybody, it's me again, and I'm going to do a new series called Tekkit Tutorials. And I'm going to do my first one on nuclear reactors. Some people don't know how to do them. They're pretty complicated, they can be, but they can be very helpful if you need some extra EU. And I will show you my favorite setup on how to do a safe reactor that will not blow. It's 6 chambers, it's the most powerful version. So you need one nuclear reactor and 6 reactor chambers around it. That's what adds the extra slots. See if you take one away. Fail. If you take one away, it doesn't have as many slots. And the smallest is just the actual nuclear reactor by itself. But my version, it uses this. I've built it many times. I built it on the server that I play on. Lag. I don't know why it was lagging. I'm in single player. It shouldn't be. But, so, what you want first is a lever. Turn it off, so make sure the reactor is off for now. Shift click on it to turn it off. And let me get some uranium cells. Uranium. Actually, I'll just use refined uranium. It's just easier than spawning in a whole bunch of cells. And I need empty cells. Empty cell. I need to actually put myself in survival for a minute. Craft all these up. And put myself back in creative. Actually, that was a stupid idea. Actually, no. I can do that. And so, 32 cells. That's what I use. And so, to cool it, we're going to use ice. Need a piece of ice. We're going to need one Mark III collector. One condenser. I know I spelled that wrong, so I'm just going to... And you're going to need one filter. And pneumatic tubes, depending on how far you're going to have the filter away. Since this is just a small tutorial, I'm not going to have it too far away. But what you want is that you want the filter facing this way. This is the open slot, and this is where the items come out. You're going to want the condenser right there, and the Mark III collector right next to it, powering it. And it'll start making ice. You want to pull out a stack of ice, and you're going to want to put it in the filter, so it only pulls out a stack at a time. Now, this version here, it's going to make extreme voltage, so what you need is a transformer, an HV transformer, and you're going to need a little bit of HV cable. I don't like using too much of this because it has an extreme EU loss. It's like 1.25 EU over every block. See, I'm gonna run it under here. And transformers, that is where the higher EU goes in, and it sends out it in smaller packets on the one dotted sides. I just like to remember it by 3 is bigger than 1, and so the bigger EU goes in there. Just a little way I remember it. So you're going to want to make it facing this way. Then once it's coming out of there, you can make it glass fiber cable, because it will be able to run on that. And you can put whatever you're trying to charge over here if it accepts high voltage. Otherwise, you're going to need to put extra transformers along it. Just put an MFSU, actually. Just make it short like that. Put an MFSU. And so now, what you want to do is that you're going to want a timer. And I suggest another lever, just so you can turn the timer on and off. Put the timer down. I suggest on 0.2 seconds. And now you wait for this to get filled up. Let me actually get an EU reader ready so we can see how much EU this thing actually makes. So I'm not sure the exact amount. Okay, so it's full. And the great thing about red power is that items don't overflow. They'll just go back along the tube until there's more space available. Then it'll go back there. And if you're wondering, on the timer, it has 3 outputs and 1 input. If it receives a redstone signal on the input, it'll stop it. So that's how you turn it on and off. And so I'm going to leave it on for now. Turn on my nuclear reactor. It'll start using the ice, but it'll get quickly refilled by all the ice flowing through. This thing, it should be enough to support it. It's just that since I only put it down a minute ago, it isn't full yet, but you can see it is slowly filling up. Now let's see how much EU this makes. 1,338 EU. Steady supply. and it's filling up our MFSU extremely fast. Now, you can do a mass fab as well. Get you your UU matter if you want. Does it pretty nice. Put in some scrap to make it faster. And after this, I will be doing a video on automatic scrap. So you could put these two together and just get insane amounts of UU matter, which you can craft into anything. I don't think the recipes show you it on here, but if you look online, you can find all the recipes for all the things you can craft using UU matter. And so that's it. You can encase this in reinforced stone and water if you really want to, but since I don't have anything around here to protect, I didn't do it. But you could put reinforced stone down. I suggest 3 layers, so this doesn't blow through it. 1 layer might be enough, but it could affect a small area around it. And if you put water around it, it will cool it as well. As for the tubes, they don't have to necessarily go in the bottom. That's just where I like to put it. They can be put into any block of the reactor. And the lever. Same with the lever and the output. They could be put in any block that you wanted to output from. And so this is my first Tekkit tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time.